Well, hi. We're back at Hungry Moose Jaw for the second segment of our Citizen and Group of the Year. And we've got Carol Acton, the Executive Director of Hungry Moose Jaw, who's was chosen to represent at the reception from the Chamber of Commerce and Country 100 Radio, the award for Citizen for Group of the Year. So, Carol, congratulations!
Thank you so much. We were so delighted with the award, and we just thank the Chamber of Commerce for doing that. Wonderful.
Yeah, because I was sitting at the table beside you guys when you won.
Well, I'm sure we weren't expecting it. All the other nominees have done so much, and we're just really thrilled that we won. What a wonderful group of people doing so much for this city.
I agree. We were talking to James in the last segment about the fact that what a good group of people to be nominated, and it's like for all the different organizations in the community. They're just wow. I was glad I wasn't on the selection committee, because I would have a hard time saying no to somebody who had done such wonderful things.
Absolutely, and that's the way we felt too. I mean, Moose Jaw is such a wonderful city and such a giving community, and that was just obvious at the luncheon the other day. How many people do so much work to make Moose Jaw a better place.
Yeah. How long have you been involved with Hungry Moose Jaw?
I started working here in 1999, so this is my 18th year.
That's amazing, you know.
I haven't been the director for that whole time, but since 2005, I've been the director.
And what brought you to this place?
Well, my life changed a little bit. You know how that happens in sort of the middle of your life. And so my life changed a little bit. I'm trained as a teacher. And I saw an ad in the paper that said they needed a preschool teacher at Hungry Moose Jaw. And I applied for the job, and I got it. And I've been here ever since. And I just love, I always think that I just didn't know how many people needed help in this city before I came here. I think we tend to live in our own little bubbles, and sometimes we don't see what's going on around us as well as we should. And so it's opened my eyes to sort of how wonderful people are. I get to see the best in people, and I also have come to realize that people need help along the way, more than we know.
And you're the perfect person to do that, because you always have such a positive attitude, and you have a caring nature, which you passed on to your kids. We were talking before we came on about Eric and the Swan dog.
Yeah. And they're pretty great kids.
Yeah. And they shared and Andrew was there at the reception.
Yeah.
And he was very proud of you.
Yes.
You know, and well, he should be.
Well, I'm very proud of him too, and both of my boys, and it was really nice to have him there that day.
Yeah.
It's really good kids.
Yes.
That's the greatest accomplishment of my life, is those two boys. I think they're just great.
Yeah, that's true. I got the chance to teach them both, so I thought they were pretty good boys too. So, well, let's talk a bit about what happens in this place, because as you mentioned, people don't understand how much help is needed. I heard them mention the number of lunches that you're on right now, and that just blows my mind, which is because there's a lot of requirement to help families out with nutrition.
Absolutely, and so we're making about 300. We made 361 lunches today. So, and they go to all the elementary schools in Moose Jaw, both in Prairie South and the Holy Trinity School divisions. So that's a big task every day. But I do know how important it is that kids get a healthy, adequate lunch to learn. We know that kids who don't have good nutrition, they don't learn well, they don't behave well, they don't do a lot of things well. And so if we can just make sure they have enough to eat so that they can be present at school and not thinking about a hungry tummy, then we've accomplished what we needed to accomplish. You know, there's been also a lot of research done, and we talk about helping people and doing things and why we do it. And it's proven now, or through research, that every cent we spend on people who are living in conditions of risk is paid back to the economy fourfold in the years to come. And so this isn't all just helping for the moment, it's helping for the future. And it's showing these kids that this community cares about their welfare, their well-being, and their success.
And that's true. And you said it, and it's never been more necessary than the past. Like, this is the highest number that you've had to deal with.
Yeah.
Like last year at this time was about 300.
About 300. We averaged over the last several years about 300 a day over the course of a year. There's some variables during the year, but it averages about 300 lunches a day. We have never, this is a record, we have never, even by the end of June, made 361 lunches. I think the most before this is about 330. So it's remarkable just how much this service is needed in this community. Yeah.
And I'm looking about the people who work here and help with you, and a couple of them were walking in, and I'm going like, this is like reunion day for me.
Yeah, we don't always only have the lunch program. We also have a good food box program, and you may have heard of it. And Cass Dempke runs that program very well, very efficiently. Karen, who is just currently in the coffee room, she is the preschool teacher, and so she runs Head Start Community Preschool, and we serve about 30 families through that program. We also have a community kitchen program, and Kirsten just came through here a few minutes ago, and she teaches people to cook, facilitates cooking classes all throughout the community. And just to give you a scope of that, she does about 10 community kitchens a month. So she's serving lots of folks. Cass and her program in the Good Food Box serves 200 to 250 families every couple of weeks. And who am I forgetting? Junior chefs. We have a little junior chef class that runs every Tuesday evening, and Jamie coordinates that program for 9 to 12-year-old kids. And of course our lunch program and the community gardens. And so in the summertime we have about 140 garden plots that we rent out in this community.
Whereabouts do you get them? Whereabouts are they located?
They're located, there's 2 big gardens on Home Street and one at Gray Avenue.
Okay.
1,000 block of Gray.
If somebody wanted to contribute and participate here, what would they do? How would they do that?
Well, they could phone and offer to volunteer. We're lucky right now. We do seem to have lots of volunteers, so that's a very important part of what we do. They can also donate financially. We are a registered charity, and our charitable receipt is just the same as anyone else's. So if they do choose to give a donation, then they are entitled to a charitable receipt for income tax purposes.
Wow. You've got that all down. Like you sound like you've done this once or twice before.
A few times. I've been talking about Hunger Mushta for a long time. I don't know if I should tell you this, but it used to be when there were certain things that I said that made me cry, so I had to quit saying them, so people don't get to hear that anymore. But this place is a wonderful place. The people that work here give so much. Our volunteers give so much, and our community supports us so well. We're just so fortunate to be here and to be able to do this work.
And we're fortunate to have you and your group of people here to make our city the good place it is.
Oh, well, thank you. And we used to say the best thing that could happen is that we would work ourselves out of business, but so far that hasn't happened, and we're lucky that we still have the human and financial resources to do the work.
For sure. Well, we've got only 3 minutes left. Isn't that crazy? You're going like, I don't think I'll be able to talk for 12 minutes. I go like, well, you've already talked 9. But so let's just, what are the plans for the future for the organization?
Well, I think the city knows that we built a new addition on the back this summer, so that was a...
Did you get a permit?
We did.
Just saying. You might not know that.
Yeah, we did get a permit.
Okay.
It wasn't easy. There's a story. But anyway, we got a permit, and we built an addition on the back to house our freezers and a walk-in cooler. So that's made the kitchen's work much easier. They say they can't imagine how they got it done without it. And so we just have a little kitchen here at Hunger, so to have that additional space has been great. So that's been sort of an ongoing thing. It took, 3 years to finally get it completed. So we're really grateful for that and all the people that had a hand in getting that done. And the future is, I'm going to retire the end of June this year, and so there will be somebody here next year full of new ideas and new plans, and we're working currently on a strategic plan going forward, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing. I hope It's taken a long time to maybe get to the place we are now. We have really efficient staff, really good systems in place that work very well, and I think serve the community really well.
Well, I want to thank you for the time that you spent here and for the contribution you've made to our community. You've been recognized, your group has, as Group of the Year, but a lot of that is the soul of you, so thank you.
Well, now you're going to make me cry. This place has been, can't do it. It has been my family. My kids have grown up during the time I've been here. Cass and Karen really have been, Karen since the first day I came here has been here, and Cass since I became director. So and Flo McCarger's been keeping our books since the very first day. So it is going to be a difficult transition to leave them and to carry on.
You have good people there.
Yeah, and they're going to just carry on doing the terrific job they always do. And you know, nobody ever does anything by themselves. Hunger Musha is all about the team, and so I've just been fortunate to be able to have such a wonderful team.
Well, thank you. And congratulations to you and the team on your recognition. And that wraps it up. So I'd like to thank my guests for being here and for you for watching. So we'll see you again soon on Moose Jaw this week.